What's up guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon Sun and Moon video, and CoroCoro has leaked and we are hype! So, what have we got from CoroCoro in, I guess it's September we call it. So, we were promised the evolution of Rockruff, we got the evolutions of Rockruff because there are two. I don't think we have a name yet, but, oh yes it is. Okay, the name of the Pokemon Rockruff evolves into is, in the Japanese, Lugarugan. That's Japanese, of course, it'll be totally different in English, and has a different appearance based on if it evolves in the day or in the night. So notice this is not a split evolution line, this is a split appearance evolution line. So, you know, a split evolution line would be where you have two evolutions that have two different names. Hence, Gloom evolves into Vileplume, and then evolves into Blossom, two completely different Pokemon. This is the same Pokemon, just with a different form, based on, you know, when it evolves actually, because if it's day, it evolves into the midday form, and if it evolves at night, it evolves into the midnight form. So it makes a lot of sense there. So obviously, it says that if it becomes, if it evolves basically during midday or during the day, it's bathed in the rays of the sun, and when it's middle of the night, it's full of the night's power. Becomes the midnight form, and in my opinion they both look pretty cool. Obviously the midday form is looking like a little, you know, normal wolf. There's no mention of typing or anything yet, but you can see it's just default wolf, I guess. Whereas the midnight form looks like a much eviler wolf. It's got the nice red colouring and the, you know, black and stuff. And obviously they're both sort of werewolf. One is a werewolf because obviously midnight, moon, etc. The other one just being a normal sort of wolf. Normal wolf, almost dog-like creature. So this might be the secret that Rockruff has. You know, we were told in one of the first CoroCoros that Rockruff had a secret, and also that this secret was shared by the starter Pokemon. Now, does this mean that Litten, Poplio and Rowlet will also get this similar split evolution line? It has been rumoured and sort of leaked several times that we're going to have multiple sort of final evolutions for the starter, and it looks like it might be a bit more plausible now that we have this. CoroCoro doesn't say that this is the secret that it shares with the starters, but it's very likely that it is, because I know what else Rockruff could have up its sleeve. So it seems possible that we might have a final evolution for each of the starters that if you evolve it during the day, you get this form. If you evolve it during the night, you get this form. They'll be the same Pokemon, but there will be two different forms for them, which obviously means there could be two different typings, two different stats, and everything like that. So it does hype us up a bit. I think it's going to be the case, but of course we don't know quite yet. Let me know what you think about that down below. As well as this, we also received looking at two new Ultra Beasts. Now these actually have the same name. They are both known as UBO2, except one is exclusive to Pokemon Sun and one is exclusive to Pokemon Moon. We have UBO2 Expansion, which is exclusive to Pokemon Sun, and we also have UBO2 Beauty, exclusive to Pokemon Moon. And there are screenshots, as you can see on this CoroCoro scan, of each of those, Ultra Beasts facing off against Tapu Koko. Now, what does this mean? Well, obviously, first up, it means you can actually battle them because they are in battle, so it's not like something you can't battle. We weren't sure exactly, of course, they're not Pokemon, so we don't know if we can battle them or not, but it looks like we can. But of course, it's not confirmed we can, because of course, facing off against Tapu Koko doesn't necessarily mean we can end up battling them, because obviously there could be a cutscene of some sort. But it seems like maybe these Ultra Beasts are threatening the Guardians of the Alola region if they're facing off against Tapu Koko. Maybe they end up incapacitating Tapu Koko and taking over the control of the Melee Island sort of thing. So it might be a very interesting thing to see how that goes. But obviously you can see the designs for both Expansion and Beauty there. Quite interesting in my opinion. They look a bit different than UBO1. You can see Beauty is sort of like this tall, slender beast, I guess we can call it, with a nice flowing hair. And we also have UBO2 Expansion with, it's almost like it's got 4 legs and it's like a mosquito-like face with huge arms. I'm not too sure about the design of this one. Let me know if you sort of are into this design, because it's a bit off for me. It doesn't really look like, well, obviously it's not Pokemon, but it doesn't look like it belongs in the Pokemon franchise, if you guys get what I mean there. So I don't know, not too sure about it, but it could be interesting. It's got some wings on its back, it looks like, as well. So it's certainly an interesting Pokemon, or interesting beast I should say, and obviously they're exclusive across the games, one being exclusive to Sun and one being exclusive to Moon, so who knows, obviously if we can catch them, that's that. If we can't catch them, then it's just fine, it's just a little feature, but it shall be interesting. There was also another bit of information about the Ultra Beast, and that is UB01, the first Ultra Beast. His name isn't, or her name, or its name is a mystery, but it may have a deep meaning. So I'm not sure whether that means UB01, like that, the name, or whether it means its proper name, because of course UB01, UB02, they're obviously just code names, because we didn't know anything about the Ultra Beast, so they're just code names for them. So it might end up being that, you know, maybe UB02 Beauty is just ended up being called Beauty, Expansion is just called Expansion, and maybe UB01, you know, it's got question marks by its name there, so maybe it's UB01 Survival, I don't know, I was just making it up. So it could be something like that, or UB01 Lily, who knows. So obviously it's going to have a second part to its name, but we don't know what that is there. If you guys have any ideas yet on that, let me know down below, unless of course it's just Lily, in which case but we also have one other thing to talk about, and that's type Null. Now it was mentioned that in the next edition of CoroCoro, they will show us the true strength of the Pokemon type Null. So what does that mean? Well, it's likely that his mask could come off. We could see what's underneath the mask. That would be quite interesting. But apart from that, we don't know too much about what that means. The mask could come off, and it could have a new form for type Null, where it could have a different ability, different stats and such. I'll talk more about this later on. That's in another video, but yes, that'd be really interesting. So let me know if you guys have any ideas or thoughts on what the true power of type Null might end up being. There are also, you can see on this page, there's some stuff about Pokemon Go. It's not saying that the learn forms are going to appear in Pokemon Go before anyone has sort of a fit and a seizure about it. It's just saying that, look, these Pokemon you can catch in Pokemon Go are now different in Alola. Haha, brilliant! And there's obviously Snorlax and Munchlax and the Snorlium Z at the top of the page as well, talking about if you pre-order the games, you get a GX card, which is pretty sick. Like, where's our cards, guys? I want a card for buying the games. But yes, if you guys, you know, obviously you're going to have some thoughts, so let me know your thoughts on Rockruff's evolutions. I guess there's a single evolution, but it's two. Who knows exactly how it's going to be spoken about that, but let me know what you think about them. Do you think we're going to get a sort of 2 evolutions per starter, one form for day, one form for night? Do you think that's going to happen? Is that the secret they share? Let me know down below, and let me know what you think about the 2 new Ultra Beasts as well. Do you like their design, or are they a bit iffy at the moment? Let me know what you think down below, guys. Hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, but for now, this is going to be it for today. I'll be seeing you next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye, my friends.